Day one of pre-season and no time trial, no falling over at the end of a run. Is that good?
Yeah, I'm not getting too excited just yet. Tomorrow's the 3K time trial, so 36 degrees for 3Ks. I can't wait.
How's your fitness and how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel really good. Luckily enough, I was obviously got to train a fair bit over in Ireland and New York, so the fitness levels aren't too bad at the moment. But tomorrow will be the real test and see how I really am travelling.
But because you did that, did you have to be here today?
Yeah, well, yeah, the fifth 5 years onwards had to be in today. So as far as I know, I was meant to be in. If not, I missed the memo on that one.
How was the whole tour, and what did you think of the concept and playing for Australia and that?
Yeah, I loved it, and the one big buzz was when I got all my kit for the when we travelled over. You know, the Australian emblem on there. It was like I was going over for the Olympics or something. So there was a bit of a buzz going over and representing the country and playing with the calibre of players that were over there. It was a great experience, and I loved it. And hopefully I'll get another gig next year.
Being coached by Clarko and that sort of thing, was there much in that for you? Did you learn much?
Yeah, I learned that the coaches aren't coaching all that different from each other. You know, Chris, Ross and Alistair Clarkson, they all coach fairly similar ways, just little subtle tweaks here and there. So different terminology as well. You know, Ross will say one thing, Alistair will say the other thing, but it means the same thing. So it's a bit confusing that way, but I learned a lot from all three coaches over there.
How about the players, Ballas? Were you able to forge many relationships there? Obviously the on-field niggle put aside and now playing together? Yeah,
it was. The whole team gelled really good straight away. The first night in New York, we went out and had dinner together and a couple of drinks and got chatting. We all shared a story about our wife or partner while we were over there, and then they did vice versa. So got to know the partners as well, and it was a great trip, and can't wait to hopefully get another crack next year.
What about, say, Hodgie or Goddard and that? How'd you go with those fellas?
Yeah, really good. You know, it's like we're in a team all together. So there was no haters over there. We're all in one team and all played as a team, which is good. Got to work out a few little tricks of the trade that a few of them use. So hopefully put that into work next year.
Did you feel that they saw you in a different light as well? You know, from what you're on the field to what you like off?
I suppose so. I have a certain image of some players over there, and they probably got the same thing about me. But when you come together to play a game and to try and win a game together, you put all that aside and become, I suppose, mates as in teammates, and you learn to work together.
In a pre-season sense, you did a fair bit more running last pre-season. Do you expect the same this time around? I think you did that extra running.
Yeah, I think we did 40% more running last year, so I'm not sure how much more we could actually do than that because it was a fair workload. So I think it's more about the quality of run rather than the quantity of run. So if we can keep our quality of running going and get that, you know, high speed stuff, keep that, and we'll be looking good for round one.
How much was it boost the skipper going for another year from your perspective and being around a long time to have him going one more year? You know, beyond?
For me, it's not going to be that much of a change, but I think for the younger guys, getting that leadership and that professionalism from Pav and learning what it means to be a true professional, it's something that they will definitely benefit from. You know, I've had 7 years under Pav. I've learned a lot from him, still learning from him, and I'm rapt that he's here for another year. And I'm rapt for the young guys that they'll get a year with an elite player like Pav.
Skipper, will he be skipper, do you think?
Not up to me. I'll get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 votes, and that's all. That's the only say I'll get. So he'll probably get a couple of votes from me, but we'll see what happens.
Hayden, a few injuries and not a lot of goals last year. Anything you look to change about your game after such a good year in 2014?
Yeah, no injuries and more goals, basically. That's what I've got to do. I've got to try and stay on the park for the whole season. I've never played a full year of football. I've always missed games every year, whether that be through injury or suspension. So my aim for this year, as is every year, is to play the full season and just do my role, which is pressure and kick goals.
You worked exceptionally hard last year. Was there a sense that you might have tried a little bit too hard at times, given your year was a bit interrupted with a few things, with a few injuries and things like that, that you were just trying a little bit too hard to get involved in games? Is it?
No, I think my hope is that the effort's there. I play as hard and as fast as I can every game. So if there's too much effort, I don't think that can be a bad thing. So my role is to chase, pressure and kick goals. So if I continue to do that, hopefully that'll keep the boss happy.
Is the forward line dynamic going to change a little bit? Do you expect Nat to play up there, and obviously the addition of Harley Benell's going to...
Well, that's exactly right. They're similar players. Obviously, Fifey's got a good overhead mark, so he could push down and play a bit more forward. And Harley swinging through the half-forward line would be a bonus for us too. But to be honest, haven't thought that far ahead because we're only in day one, haven't even done a 3K yet, so we'll wait and see what happens.
Excited to get a player of the calibre of Harley join the club?
Yeah, definitely. Like he's a bona fide star already. He's played some great footy. As long as he can continue to play good footy with us and continue to grow as a player, we're wrapped with that.
Do you have a view, Ballas, on why the team didn't quite reach the grand final last year after being on top? Have you been able to think about that while you've been away?
To be honest, my thoughts were Hawthorn were just too good for us, and they're too good for West Coast and every other team they beat over the past 3 years. They're a standout group, and they're still the ones that we're chasing. So I think they're going to come again this year, and that they're going to be preparing themselves the best they can as well.